They ruined me quietly, so I took revenge. I used to run a small but growing IT consulting business. Nothing fancy. Just me and a few freelancers doing local contracts, mostly small companies. Some legal firms, a school district here and there. I worked hard to build trust, reputation, and a client base. My best friend, Jonah, was my right-hand man. We'd known each other since high school. So when he asked to come on board full-time, I didn't hesitate. Around the same time, he introduced me to his cousin. Elise Smart, funny, handled business development for a big firm. She offered to help us land bigger contracts, streamline the back end, take things to the next level. I brought her in as a silent partner, gave her partial access to the business accounts. Stupid, I know, but they were family. They brought in clients, ran meetings, helped me focus on the technical side. I felt like we were building something real. Until I logged into our financials one night and saw the numbers didn't add up. Tens of thousands missing. Payments rerouted. My name slowly disappearing from the client-facing side of everything. I confronted them, and they hit me with a smile and a contract signed by me. Months earlier, legally transferring ownership of the business to a new LLC they formed. My name wasn't on it. They'd frozen me out of the company I built. And since the paperwork was technically legal, my lawyer said I didn't have a case unless I could prove fraud, which I couldn't. They offered me a severance $5,000 to just walk away. Said it was nothing personal. I took the check. I smiled. I shook their hands. And then I spent the next year dismantling them. Quietly, I called in every favor I had. I tipped off a few clients about what had happened. Shared just enough information for them to start pulling their contracts. Then I reached out to a competitor they hated. Gave them full documentation on Jonah's shady bookkeeping, his tax history, Elise's double dealing with a vendor. Everything I'd archived when I had backend access, I gave it to them for free. But the real hit came when I contacted a journalist who covered local business fraud, sent over a full anonymous dossier, bank records, signed contracts, email trails, the whole iceberg. The article dropped 6 months later. Their biggest client terminated the contract that day. Elise was fired from her firm. Jonah got audited and eventually charged with tax fraud. They tried to sue me for defamation, but it was too late. The damage was done. Their business collapsed within weeks. I never said a word publicly, never posted, never gloated. I just waited, collected, and when the moment was right, I flipped their entire empire with the same silence they used to rob me. Now I run a new company under a different name, quiet, profitable.